regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Throwing right away is Daniels.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come, because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give to Pacheco off the option.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
On the move to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
On the season, would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
That good for 19 on a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Daniels looking to throw. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. And he's got it inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. To throw is Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Daniels going to throw for it. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. CeeDee Lamb with an amazing diving catch. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
57. Yellow.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are once again back in front.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right side.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Attack! Right side.
Now here's Mahomes. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Here now, 2nd and 4. He's going to use his legs here.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 27 yards.
And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing now is Daniels.
They've got his man complete.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Here's Daniels. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Daniels
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Up the middle with Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good. 4.
Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And Wilson with it, complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
15.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Monarchs will extend their lead here just before halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
And now we're getting a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now the Washington offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Daniel's going to try and throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal? In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Myles Garrett, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Yellow.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They go play action. Daniels. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Daniels going to throw for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Monarchs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. Mahomes will throw for it. It's complete, so unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, still a 1-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Now Daniels. He's got a man complete. And finally wrestled down at the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Yellow.
At the 11-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No gain on the
Attack, attack.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Mahomes to throw once more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, Sunday.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their...
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line. A chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
43, yellow. 50, yellow.
Now Mahomes.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Hey, 43. Hey, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And his throw here is incomplete. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught by Davis.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Stiff-armed it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
32.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes.
He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that is incomplete.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Mahomes will throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Attack, attack. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Hey, yo, hey, go. Hey, 57.
Mahomes to throw it. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Mahomes gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Daniels.
He's able to get it to Coleman. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing now is Daniels. Here we go. This to avoid overtime.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
One final try for Mahomes.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And a fun, close ball game comes to